Welcome back to Ryukyu. Second time in one day, but I'm getting a bit restless when it comes to Europe. There is not much time left. Less than 110 years, and Europe is looking fairly untouched. Our sphere of influence does penetrate into the Balkans, but that's just not enough, so this stream is all about tearing Europe a new one, if at all possible. Let's see how we can do that. I'm in two minds about it myself. So, Runtown last time, all we really did was consume Japan. It's odd it won't let me scroll around here. Huh. Anyway, we chewed up Japan. Not much left of it, just 2 provinces and a handful of colonies, if your hand has 2 fingers. We had to do a little bit of a balancing act in order to make sure our religious unity was on a knife edge, but thanks to a quick colony down here, we were able to get that sorted. It means I'll probably keep a couple of colonies down here on hand for future religious unity balancing. Hopefully that will work out. During the time, to keep my diplomatic points actually useful, I have begun the integration of Hunj and Ethiopia. They've completely changed the religion of their provinces. I've also been culture converting. It came as a nice surprise that culture converting these provinces comes at a great discount because they're overseas. I thought that only applied to colonized provinces overseas, but apparently I am wrong. Nothing's showing up. I wonder if I'm actually live here. Hold on. Twitch has had a habit of getting in my way lately. Okay, alright, that's a whole screen of yes, yes, yes. Alright, so what to do now, I wonder. Well, there's little point in remaining at war with Delhi, and they serve quite good as a punching bag when I need to be at war, because I need to keep that accumulate money mission rolling, as well as the religious unity. Not a problem for us here though. Well, it'll be a problem after I integrate these two. That's certainly an issue. So the question is what we do with Europe, and it's going to be a big problem. You know, you can spend most of your game as a major in Europe and still only conquer a fair chunk of it by 1820. So I need to think how I can rip through all of Europe in 100 years whilst polishing off Russia, Africa, and, well, all the rest. I don't actually have a trick up my sleeve, I'm just going to have to get dirty. So what the hell am I going to do? Well, the biggest problem here is, and it wasn't the case last time, that, yeah, France, defender of the Catholic faith. That's an issue. I didn't want to really cross swords with France anytime soon. They're only allied with Hungary, Munster, Portugal, the Pope, and Utrecht. You know, that's not the biggest sphere of influence. I could work my way around that quite easily. But every so often the world throws you a nickel. They are in a war with Lithuania, Croatia, Milan, and Austria, but only because Hungary decided they wanted to conquer Slavonia. They obviously got a bit big for their boots, thinking France is their ally, France will win everything, and they may well be right. But it just so happens that Lithuania became the war leader on the other side. So what are we going to do? Well, first we're going to be very thankful that we improved our relations with Lithuania earlier on in order to get the Catholic influences, or whatever it was, to give us unlimited stability. So yeah, we're at plus 96 there right now. If I simply chuck my diplomat over there and get up to 99, and when the next day passes it'll be over 100 and we can enforce peace. So let's do just that. Wow, that didn't take long. Right, we got our accumulate money, allowing us to achieve religious unity, which is quite funny, because these provinces are about to be integrated. And lost our effects. I think that's just a bug. I hope that's just a bug. Yeah, we're just about to integrate Hunj in Ethiopia, in fact, and the next day we'll have them. So we're going to take that mission probably one last time. Well, not last, but with all this new animist base tax, it'll be a while before we can drive our religious unity down low enough. You showed the European religious map mode for only a second there, Jake. Was there no evidence of the Reformation? The Reformation was laughable. Yep. That no man's land known as Scandinavia, the rainy island of Great Britain, and well, pretty much Brandenburg, that's all that flipped. And all that went for reformed was poor little pom-pom. So yeah, not the best. I suppose Great Britain will be spreading Protestantism over in the New World, but for the most part it's Catholicism galore. It does, however, provide us with little opportunity here. We border British Columbia and Portuguese Mexico, so we're able to get our religious influences event from both of those. So how's that for handy? We're going to get it from Sunni, Buddhist, Catholic, and Protestant. Got those two mixed up. So, we now have 102 relations with Lithuania. Question is whether or not we become war leader in this. It doesn't overly matter whether we do or not. The important thing is that we are stuck in a war with France, so we can get our war groove going. So, I say, hey, you are not allowed to fight Lithuania. Let's see what happens. Should be interesting. I don't know how this is going to go. This could be where the run ends. Alright, so say goodbye to 100 Republican tradition. 20 Republican tradition. Taking us below the threshold of 80, so now we're eligible for the horrible events. And stability cost is going to get a touch high. Base revolt risk looking lovely and low, that's fine. Ethiopia, Hunj, got our religious unity, and yeah, they rejected. Typical. Now, what are we going to do with you? We did not become war leader, but Hungary is in charge of this. I wonder if we could completely annex Hungary. I can't send another diplomat anytime soon, but what I could do, since France is going to have to chew through that Austrian land, it'll take ages for them to actually get to Hungary. We could go for the quick kill. Trouble is, if Croatia take that, they might prevent me from annexing Hungary. Still, we'll give it some thought. Well, maybe there's no time for thought. We've got to move, and we've got to move fast here. Now that we're in a war with France, we can wage other wars. Unfortunately, not with these two fine gentlemen. Bosnia is allied with Austria and Milan, but unfortunately Bosnia is a bit crap. We don't need their land. And all their cores are in territory that we already have control of. Well, most of them. So what do we do? There's no Ukrainian core on Hungary. Still, this is the greatest of opportunities to declare on other powers that are allied with either Austria or France. So Austria's got friends in a lot of people, one of which is Aragon. Aragon's allied with Portugal. Portugal is not involved in this war, so they would get involved in that one. Aragon would be a very nice vassal to have, because I have all these cores that I need to rob back off of Iberia. It will spread me a little thin though. So that's another thing to consider. I'm allied with the Emperor and in a war, so I can't fight another member of the Empire. I think I'm already... No, I'm not at war with you. Allied with Poland, France and Hungary. I could rip the Pope out and then release him as a vassal. Although I kind of want Roma for myself. Is such a thing even possible? I wonder if I annex the Pope and then spit him out, what would happen to him? Would he even get spat out? Well, what I should focus on right now is annexing Hungary, if possible. Jake, don't you have a claim on Aragon? I do not have a claim on Aragon. I think I started to make one, but I cancelled it because it was tying up a diplomat for too long. Not that... In fact, I'd rather fight wars without claims, because if I use a claim Casus, and then a different war leader takes over, then I won't be able to make separate peace, whereas no Casus allows me to make separate peace. And it only costs me 50 diplo power to get rid of that war exhaustion. Allied with Austria, Portugal, Milan, and Tunisia. Why Tunisia? Why? I wonder if they're small enough to be one-shotted. Could always try. Hold on, where's our... There you are. Yeah, one-shot Aragon. I don't want to be quite that reckless, however... No guts, no glory. Let's saddle over that 30 stack and that 30 stack. And we'll prepare to move on Aragon. Meanwhile, this war... Croatia being there is a bit of a bum. Be nice if Hungary took them on. But obviously they're terrified of Tech 24, which Austria also has. No, they're more interested in fighting me. Unless they move from... Oh, great. Fantastic, moving over there. There's Lithuania there, but they will probably move out of the way for me. Because that's what the AI does. Probably. Hopefully they destroy the stack in Smoggy. Now we've got our trading in. I'm being warned that France has boats. I don't think I need to worry too much about that. They certainly don't have 248 galleys. Granted, they have big ships. But let's say I just go and try to intercept their so-called navy. If I can wreck their cogs, that would certainly be good. Right, so he's moved away from there. Hungary is fully defensive. Oh, great. Looking good. Hopefully I can get him completely down. Alright, do or die. Let's take out that French fleet. Remember, if you want to say something in chat for me to read, just tag it with Jake or DDR. I will endeavour to reply, especially if you want to remind me about something in the game that I'm clearly missing. It happens quite a lot, so I won't be embarrassed. We're looking at a fairly large stack of Aragonese at 24 tech, whilst I'm also at 24 tech. Might be an idea to get my good general in the case. Now Portugal will get involved. Portugal may well become war leader. But if we use no Casus, then there'll be no problem, right? Well, let's see if I can just eliminate France's navy from the picture first. Let's not get carried away. Although I do like getting carried away. Right, if I can take so much as one of these provinces, I can one-shot Hungary. How's this going? Oh, get removed, France. There is no room for baguette in my Mediterranean home. Such is the power of the galley. But let's get those repaired up. That's good, that sank quite a lot of the big ships. Although it did say to me that I'm going to need more galleys in the future. More galleys means... well, more galleys it is. Yep, woke everyone up for this hypest gameplay on Twitch. Making boats. Maybe not 50, maybe closer to 100. Whoa, okay, right, that was me trying out the auto clicker. That was not the result I was looking for. Something oddly laggy about this screen when you try to recruit boats. And we are done. Also, what are you doing still there? Get you away. And maybe deal with some of our other colonies, perhaps, maybe? Almost done, not quite almost done, and... yeah, let's speed you up a bit. Jake, what do you mean with touchdown? You're going to full annex Europe tonight? Maybe not. That seems a little bit out of my reach. Yeah, you're gonna get back to base to heal up a bit. It does make me wonder if I'm really cut out for taking on Aragon right now. Could be incredibly dangerous. But I do love the danger. And we're low on time. Oh, nice. We'll keep that in the corner for a couple months. Just in case I get a stab hit. In fact, that's practically begging me to declare war on Aragon. Let's get our ships into position here just to protect the rest of the fleet. Jake, you have a mission to colonize Wariona in New Zealand. Wariora. Yeah, seems like something that might just be worth my time. Well, I will colonize them once I'm done with this other province. Or rather, forget you. Send you there, even if it dies, we'll get the bonus. Jake, your full Diplo convert some culture. No, I want to keep that Diplo. Just, I can change these cultures for next to nothing, so why not? Because they're considered overseas. I get an 80% discount on them. And because I integrated them, there's no nationalism. So all this will become Japanese. It doubles the mean time for getting Christian influences or the other kind of influences in these provinces, but that's not really too much of a problem. Alright, just need these ships to get over here. Protect the main fleet, if you please. And detach the damaged ones, get them repaired. Albania, how are you for buildings? Bit garbage for navy. Zeta, garbage. Epirus, oh man. Do you even build any naval buildings? Pathetic vassal. Alright, anyway. Allied with Austria, doesn't matter, we're gonna fight with them. France, doesn't matter, we're gonna fight with them. Let's do this. Remember, the whole run could come apart here. Europe is what separates the men from the boys. Won't arrive till the 12th. Oh, right, Delhi. Jeez, I got nothing to do with you, and you've got no money for me. I could full shot you, but I'm not interested. Just white peace. I don't even need a longer truce timer with you. Let's hope that the Aragonese do not anticipate my arrival here by sending troops there already. That would be no good. Jake, your missionaries could be put to work thanks to that. They definitely could. Right, Portugal did indeed become war leader. However, I'm not very afraid of them. I seem to have control of all these sieges, which is good. Discovering all these places that, oh, of course. Yeah, not afraid of Portugal, slightly afraid of Castile. Ever so slightly afraid of Castile. Well, live fast, die young. Now they are not the best buddies with France, and you're not the best buddies with Austria. I don't think Castile poses much of a threat, but that navy is enormous. Terrifyingly large, in fact. Jake, you have more stacks in the Ottoman land, yeah, but not much to do with them. I'm only really at war with Hungary and Aragon here. I suppose I could move more troops over to Aragon to help out there. He touches down in the 12th. Why am I getting... well, the Ottomans will take care... No, I'll take care of that. Of course, I'm getting revolts there because of that minimum revolt risk from supported spies. Always a pain. Jake conquers Scotland. Some people seem awfully obsessed with me moving my my capital to the mainland. I'm not really interested in doing that. Must be said. Oh, that's not the right fleet. That is. Right, I don't need to see all these boats being built, so goodbye. Jake, don't you want to take Portugal's cheap provinces in South Africa from this war? It's a lot of overextension. In fact, it's a lot of not very nice things. I think I will deal with Portugal later on. I kind of want to consume my way from east to west when it comes to Europe. If I were to take these Portuguese South African provinces, what would it mean for me? Well, a ton of overextension, a lot of nationalism. Yeah, I can deal with those later. What's your 1750 goal, Jake? I don't know. I really don't know. I wouldn't want to say. Ugh, that's only 37 years. Gee, time is running out so fast. I can't forget that Lithuania's war leader here. They might peace out early, so I can't allow that to happen either. So I need to get more wars going. Well, what can you do? Alright. We've got plenty of gentlemen here. Might be an idea to kill the Aragonese army whilst I am here. Jake, there is no later. Let's take care of the Aragonese army. Let's try and vassalize these guys. Preferably not getting slapped that hard. That's more like it. That's how Ryukyus fight. Wipe. And since I'm fairly confident nobody's going to be strolling their way into Aragon in this war, let's see, we're talking Castile. Well, really just Castile and Portugal. Well, Castile won't be strolling on in. Portugal could. They definitely could. Which means I should have quite a bit of troops up north. Keep you there, you there. March you down and down. No, I don't need that many troops there. Heck, it's only 3. So 3 galleys alone will take care of that. Similarly, you're only 3 base stacks. So again, 3. Let's spread out. You, however, could always do with more troops helping out in these situations. Mind you, that removes that removes France as defender of the Catholic faith, which means for a split second I am free to declare war on my enemies that are Catholics. Well, Lithuania, I choose you. Allied with Croatia, Poland and Austria. Let's get it on. -1 for no Cassus. Too bad. It's a shame they had to end that war so quickly. But okay. Lithuania should feel honored. Yes, they should. They get to die by my hand. It might seem a little risky to shove so many troops onto Aragon like this, but I do want this war over. Portugal seem unwilling to make any moves on me, oddly enough. But similarly, the Ottomans and the rest of my vassals seem quite unwilling to make moves on the enemy. I think, do I want to keep troops here? Do I have any revolt risk here? A slight bit of nationalism there. Slight bit of nationalism across the board here. Hopefully too small to matter. But more troops onto the front line are always welcome because this is very important. Still making money. Still making good money. And we're quite close to getting that +2 on artillery fire, so let's keep it up. Detach a blockade, move along, and let's get some troops onto Naples. Sicily, rather. Let's try and not mix up our Mediterranean areas. But I want to take Malta as well. Let's focus on Malta then.